will do that. Prof, let me bring you into the discussion and pick your thought on where he ended. I mean, if we know that we have, for, say, the National Security Strategy document, we're doing nothing about it. We know we are a country that has potential in agric, yet we are not utilizing it. What really must happen for things to change?
Good morning to us all once again, and good morning to our viewers. Good morning to my people at University of Education, Winneba, my colleague, lecturers, and UTAG members. Could you see, Ghana is a country branded as the Black Stars of Africa. But for me, I think that the black is so dim that it is not shining, to lead the rest of Africa as it is. I think that we are too quick to bring out an innovation, but the maintenance and sustainability of it is always a problem. You see, with this issue that Professor Enning talked about the national security documents and all that, I don't think that there's any document or any initiative in Ghana that we need as a people that we don't have the right document, for it. But the problem, as Honorable said, it's not about putting pen to paper or ink to paper, but it has to do with implementation and how we are committed to that implementation. I mean, Hobson was talking about Ghana being blessed with so many resources. No two ways about it. We have it. We have it. Everything that we need as a country to, take the lead, to let, I don't know whether to still call it Black Stars or Shining Star of Africa, right? But I feel that we are too comfortable with the things that we have,
All of us?
All of us.
Are too comfortable.
The average Ghanaian is too comfortable. Too comfortable. We don't actually have the desire, to go beyond cloud 9. All right. The moment an average Ghanaian gets a job after school, get a good car, gets 1 or 2 mansions, marries a beautiful wife, start making a family, I am okay, I've arrived. I've arrived, that is all. And I think that kind of attitude or culture has eaten deep, even into our governance. You see, let me put out these statistics. Our demand, or the market demand for tomatoes, 800,000 metric tons a year. A country where we have the soil conditions to produce tomatoes and onions, we are not producing. A country that lacks, the right conditions to produce tomatoes is actually taking care of the gap in our demand. Okay, over 500,000 metric tons. Burkina Faso. When you look at the trade, the amount of money that we send to Burkina Faso to bring tomatoes every year, go to Mali to bring onions every year, you will marvel. Can't we do anything possible to make sure that, in spite of the regional trade, issues, we can reduce these volumes and this amount of money drastically. I was just searching as to whether Ghana has the right conditions for tomatoes and onion production in Ghana. And I'm surprised to note that, look, go to the northern region, the upper east region, and there are a lot of resources there that we can channel into tomatoes production that we are not doing. I hear of, is it the Bulgar red? Okay. Still not meeting capacity. Tono, via irrigation projects.
Yes.
All right, still not meeting demand capacity. Go to Asante Achim North, Agogo. At a point in time, tomatoes were said that they were not even getting people to buy. It took the intervention of President Mahama to buy other GES to buy, these things, and then send it to SHS for their feeding. For me, I think that government should make deliberate efforts. Okay, apart from the fact that the average Ghanaian youth is not so much interested in going into agriculture, right? I feel that the very few people who are in should be supported. And we should build that capacity, to be able to produce here in Ghana, save money, save our resources, retain money for other things to be done. Growing up, there was one thing that I learned, and it has become one of the traditions in my home. If there is food, you are protected from even people telling you that you are poor. You understand? And simply because your children will not cry and follow you that we've not eaten. All right? So I believe that, oh yes, even in economics, this inflation that we are talking about, it's everything not about food inflation.
Yeah, largely. there are a lot of components in it, but...
Yes, but food inflation controls majority, the better part of it. And so we realize that statistically, when food inflation is reducing, it actually affects all other components and they also begin to drop. What it means is that if government wants to control inflation and control it very efficiently, move into the agri sector. Okay, at a point in time around Kwewu, tomato, a whole box of tomato was sold at, I think, 150 Ghana cedis also. You see, all these things that I'm mentioning, two things come to mind. Issue of storage and, technology for production. Okay. So if you can invest in storage, if you can invest in technology for production, I'm not just talking about the mechanization of agriculture and tomato production and all that. I'm equally talking about breeds.
Okay. So improve
the varieties
of the crop.
That we can bring. Where, when you go to the markets, the Bulgar tomatoes, the Asante Achim, and then the Kwewu tomatoes, okay, the Akumadan types, the market women will tell you that the one from Burkina Faso would last. It has a larger shelf, life.
A longer shelf span.
Exactly, done. Okay.
The tomato, the Ghanaian.
Why? It is just because of the differences in variety.
Okay.
We have CSIR in Ghana.
Okay.
Why would they sit idle? Okay. Even though there has been some attempts, to get CSIR to work, I believe that given the right conditions, the right resources, the right, directives and all that, they will sit up and work.
All right.
And you see, we will not just produce. I hear that there is one variety developed by CSIR, which they refer to as the tomato queen. Okay, and it can withstand heat and prolong the shelf life. What has happened to it? Have you been able to commercialize it?
I was asking myself. Oh, we've done it. What about commercializing it?
How have you been able to commercialize it?
Okay.
So these are some of the things that we need to. I used to buy our land. I used to buy tomatoes from University of Ghana, the agri department. And they call that breed the Logan tomato. It can be on shelf for more than 2 weeks.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Yes. I think
what is really
the ruling elites.
Ruling elite?
Yes, have really failed this country, especially in this. I'm not talking about NDC, MPP, all. Because you see, if you check the countries that we are importing onion, Niger, they don't even have water to drink. Burkina, they don't have water to drink. But we are importing from them. See, the tomatoes can thrive in any condition, anywhere in this country. I remember at a point in time, the people of Kumau didn't have water to even drink. Yeah. But they produce large tomatoes. Because we use the rain-fed agriculture to really produce all these things. After that, what happens? That's the question. Because you see, one of the reasons we brought in the one village, one dam has to do with the fact that we want to do it year-round. Because they still produce. We still produce the onions, tomatoes, and so on. The ones that the Burkina Faso produce, when you go to the Navrongo area, they produce same. But unfortunately, it will get to a time they cannot produce because they need to irrigate before they will be able to produce. And that's the problem. Yesterday, I listened to one of the traders on Adom FM last night. And she was saying that initially they were even buying it from Bolga and Paga and the other areas. Now they cannot buy from them. They have to go deeper. Honorable has even mentioned the kilometers that you enter into that country. Not necessarily you are even buying it from the border town. You will have to go after the capital before you can even go and buy from there. So you see, that is why I'm saying that the ruling elites have really failed the people of this country, especially in the agric ministry. Because we're supposed to do all these things to really cushion our people. I think if we are to even ban importation of tomatoes, we should be able to feed ourselves with tomatoes. But how do we do that? Unfortunately, we only rely on rain-fed agric. And that's the problem. That's why I said that. We started with a one village, one dam. And the impact was great. He will tell you, because I'm sure devoid of politics. Initially, during the dry season, animals even die. But one village, one dam was helping them to even get water to drink. Yes, we started as some small earth dam, which is supposed to be a bigger one than what we did. I admit. But at least if we had continued with that and make it a bit bigger than what it is today, at least they will be able to really farm with it. When you go to Garu area, they also do this vegetables. They produce vegetables and so on. But when the rain season is off, they will not be able to do that. You see, the Palugu multipurpose dam had two functions. One is that we'll do all year-round farming. Two is that the spillage from Bagre Dam. Because today, if we get to the dry season, there will be spillage, and we will still sit around this table to talk about it. It will destroy the farms of people. It will destroy their homes. And that was the reason we started that project. And this is a project that has been on the pipeline from Kwame Nkrumah time.
And where is it?
We started in 2019. We signed a contract, and it was approved by Parliament in February 2020. And it was a 1 billion project. That's why when he said a final payment of 12 million, I said no. It was a $993 million program, a project. Now, when it was approved by Parliament and we're supposed to pay some amount of money to the contractor as a state, and it should be some mobilization. And the first phase of the project was supposed to pay $48 million as the mobilization for the contractor. And they paid only 12 million. And within that period, that was when COVID came. And that was what stalled the project, because the China Power, I've forgotten the name of the company, was supposed to also get funding from outside. And in 2020, you know that getting funding became a problem. 2020, 2021, 2022, when there were a lot of economic hardships across the country. So it became a problem.
Baba, don't you think if we are to look for excuses, all of us will always get excuses?
We're not looking for excuses. What I'm saying is that it's a project that even the president promised that one day they will be able to complete it. Quite recently, some chiefs from the north came to the president and they were still saying the same thing, that complete the project, even if it's the first phase of the project. Now what we're learning is that the agric minister has terminated that contract. Okay. And they are saying that they are now looking for an investor to do the investment. So we'll still come back to speak about the spillage, because Burkina will still do the spillage, and it will destroy our farms in the upper east and northeast regions. And that's a problem. In the NDC manifesto, they promise what they call the Yeridua. It's in their manifesto. Interestingly, it was launched last year. What has happened to it? And they targeted only tomato and onion. But how do you launch something when you know that what they need is these small F dams?
There's some.
You understand? Just construct the dams. After constructing the dams, then they will be able to use it to do all year-round farming.
On that concept,
he wanted to
on that concept, I think that they are providing these irrigation sites. I think in my constituency, we are almost getting about 12 of that.
Okay.
So it's in the same format.
So but the irrigation side, what is happening now?
No, there is a construction. They are constructing those.
So they are constructing 12 in your area?
We have about 12.
So just like the one village, one dam, but it's a different.
It's a different one. Yes. Those one through borehole and solar powered systems. That's what they are doing.
That's the borehole.
That's the borehole system. That's the borehole system they are doing. Not opening up.
Yeah, because if you are able to implement it, when you read, to be very honest, when you read the manifesto and you read what they have,
because you see,
they promised, you know that indeed it will be self-sufficient.
If it's a small dam, it's not well done. Because of the temperatures of our area, by March it will dry off.
Yes. Yes.
Like the idea of one blade, one dam is good, but it's the implementation. We all agree to that. We all agree. It's the implementation. Like if they had spent that amount of money to do a couple of them, not every, because if we were targeting about 500 plus, that was audacious. It's a good idea, but you see, sometimes you just do it, but it won't serve that purpose. That's where we are just going around, moving with that progress. That's what we are doing. Otherwise, the idea is good. Because I also believe that if this irrigation system can do the pump systems, it will also help.
Okay. So I think the agric ministry will have to set up for them to say security to give them escort. The security cannot escort them inside Burkina Faso to that area. They happen to be at the wrong place.
But before we start our own large-scale production to meet our demand, can't we rely on the security? Obviously, you've been in the security sector before. Can't we rely on the security to give the farmers?
It is not possible. It is not possible. You will have to travel through in road through the town. You can't go with your security like that. That's why when Nobson was making his submission, he said they didn't cross into Ghana. If they had crossed into Ghana, our security would have clamped them down. You remember some time ago, they arrested over 40 military people just about last year or so,
and even
a few months ago.
I'm not cutting short. What I'm saying is realism, because this in December, because they have constant patrols of military, like from Po around the Tumu, we have Uru area. And unfortunately, their military came into Ghana.
Yes, that your constituency, yes. And they arrested them.
They arrested them. And
or even last weekend, they arrested 7.
If you see the ammunition they are carrying in the gas, so when we arrested, they quote unquote believe that those were later it came from their
that they are
really military. So they did the race and allowed them to go.
And interestingly, their number, they were over 40, but our security were able to arrest all of them with all the ammunitions and so on. So for them to enter Ghana, it will be difficult because we have secured our borders. Okay. But unfortunately, if they are still to go inside and do, the best thing is for us to irrigate and get our people to produce.
Our focus
that's all.
On producing food.
On production, that's all.
Right.
But just to add, I don't know, you are there. Do you have these cameras around there? Do you have a lot of...
No. On the borders?
No. You don't have?
No, we don't.
Then I think the national security should look at it. So that
install cameras on the borders.
Yeah, like the one you see in town. Yes. Around that, you see, it's very important.
No, the problem is that, you see, it's a wide environment where
just listen.
There is a border post where you can have the camera. But in the bush, how do you have a camera? Those who were arrested, the 40 of them were arrested. Were arrested in the bush or in the farm.
Oh, you see, this is a national security strategy. Maybe we have a bush way to that point. We can... make sure we get a camera inside there. This time we have solar and all those kind of things. Once we have it there, and then the control room is monitoring. I can tell you those on the ground, always they will have the information that, look, check here or there.
So his point is about securing the borders of,
but that is skilled.
I get it. Okay. But he's only adding on that.
Yes. So
you can go further to use technology to do it.
But even apart from the cameras, once or twice in a day, if you fly drones, all right, you could capture and get some information to help you.
Okay. This one says the state security agencies would be resilient, powerful, and professional if the government employs the right people and not persons with partisan collaboration. It's sad to witness such a gruesome death of our beloved parent in the land of Burkina Faso. May the souls of the departed rest in peace. Blueprint from Escado, Keten in the western region. And Humanitarian Ablekuma Central says, good morning, Sam. The attacks on our compatriot in Burkina Faso is deeply regrettable, but it also exposes our ineptitude on the part of our government. We have arable land that we can grow tomatoes and other crops that we normally import from our neighboring countries. Our intelligence community should be up and doing. Instead of the state targeting political opponent, they should focus on a real threat to our nation. Kudos to Awal Mohammed. Good morning to Dr. Bernard Tutu Boahene. Nana Ekwema Boateng, Ablekuma Central, a.k.a. Dr. Baumia, will become president in 2028. He always asks that one.
So she won't greet myself and...
He even goes hard on...
As for Hobson, he will not even greet Hobson.
Let's go into a very important topic here. Ending foreign financing of cocoa purchases. Will it end the cocoa farmers' rage? The president says that we have enough citizens in Ghana to buy our cocoa.
That's right.
And therefore, this dependency on syndicated loan, whatever, will end. We'll raise the money here. But the question we are asking is, will it end the rage of the farmer? I started with you. Let me go to Awal on this one. Awal.
Yes. So I think, I don't know why...
Let me give it, I'll give you 7 minutes on this, so we're all time out.
I don't know why the president mentioned that we are no longer going to really go to the syndicated market. This is something that we stopped in 2024. So we are no longer in the syndicated market again, looking for loan, because it's true that it is really not really, it doesn't gel that you go for a loan. After going for the loan, you start paying with the cocoa, and the loan in itself attracts close to $2 million in terms of interest. And according to them, the reason they stopped in 2024 has to do with the fact that you go to the market, you go for the loan, they will tell you, go to our banks and take the loan from the banks. Then you take the loan, within 1 month or 2 months, then you start supplying the cocoa. You supply to them, then they pay the banks. And you also pay huge amounts of interest on that. So we decided to really stop so that we can buy with our own money. Then we'll have really to pay the cocoa farmers realistic amounts of money to them. The problem we have today is not really about foreign financing of cocoa, or it's about the finances. It's about a decision that was not taken at the right time. That is the problem we have today. It's not really about whether it is syndicated loan or it's not syndicated loan. The problem today is that indecision by the Cocoa Board CEO and his executives is what has brought us where we are today. And that's it. Because you see, we have been selling our cocoa through hedging. We've been doing a lot of forward selling of our 70%. Then you decided to do only 30% forward sales. When you are to do spot today, it means you'll be hit hard. Hedging has always been the program that we've been using over time, because we know that going into the market, it can go up, it can come down. So definitely, let's hedge about 70% so that before the cocoa is even in, you know that this is the amount of money you will pay. Today, if we had done that forward sales, they will still pay us the $7,000 or $8,000 per ton. If we had done that the time that it was around 8,000, 9,000, 10,000.
We did forward sales.
We have done forward sales. They will still have paid us, and will not just hear anything here in this country again, because the spot sale will only be 30%. But now, what we have done, we are impoverishing the cocoa farmer. The cocoa farmer has never gotten up to 80% or even 70%. We all promise that when we come, we'll give 70% FOB to them. But unfortunately, at a point in time, they even get 40% or 50%. But whatever be the case, from time immemorial, it has never happened that it is the cocoa farmer who will take the cut. No, it is supposed to be the government and not the cocoa farmer. We are told that we have a robust economy today with brighter economic fundamentals. You cannot bail out the cocoa farmer. That is why we're telling you that the economy that we're told that is moving on the right direction, it's in the books and not really on the system, on the grounds. Because you see, this is just the light crop, the light season, not the major season. So the amount of cocoa you will buy today will not be more than 500,000 tons. The ones that is left, you've bought the larger amount already. So just within this period, between this time and March, you cannot really bail out the cocoa farmer. And this is the livelihoods of over 1 million people direct. Cocoa farmers are estimated to be 1 million people across the country. If you're giving them 2 dependents, or only 2 dependents, you're talking about the livelihoods of 4 million, 5 million people. Yesterday, I watched one of the students from University of Education, Winneba. He said some of their colleagues are out of school because their parents couldn't pay their fees. They sent their cocoa in November to be paid, and it has not been paid. So it is really about payment. Again, it's about the amount of money. They haven't been paid since November. The cocoa farmer didn't even enjoy Christmas. The gimmick I heard was that just last night that executives of Cocoa Board have taken 20% cuts. Are you sending that cut to the cocoa farmer, or you are just keeping it at Cocoa Board? That's the question. Are you doing that? The government is supposed to find money and pay, just like Côte d'Ivoire is doing right now. Côte d'Ivoire is doing 3,600 per bag. That is what they are doing today. And they are saying that all the LBCs must buy it at that amount of money until March, because they already done the major season. This is a lean season. So they are insisting that almost all those who flout that will be punished. So LBCs should pay. Now what this government is doing is that we have encouraged Ghanaians to sell to Cote d'Ivoire. We have encouraged Ghanaians on the borders.
How have they done that?
You see, you're paying 2,500, and he's paying 3,527, almost 1,000 cedis. The difference for a bag. And someone around the Enzima, around your area, you expect that person to sell to the LBC in Ghana at 2,500. When he can even pick a motorbike and just cross and sell.
It's not easy like that.
I'm saying that the smuggling has been there over time.
Yes.
And the smuggling happens when the prices from there is higher than the prices here.
Yeah.
It is not the poor cocoa farmer who will smuggle the thing. Business people will go there and buy and smuggle it in the other country and sell. Okay. You remember what the work Anas Anas did? He didn't get only cocoa farmers. He got business people who did that. Cocoa board and the government is toying with the lives of cocoa farmers. And that is the problem. We expect the president, because do you need a cabinet meeting?
Okay.
Do you need a cabinet meeting?
Thank you.
To really announce that go and pay them. Now, as we speak right now, they're still not paying because cocoa board doesn't have money. You
have checked with the farmers.
Yes, they're still not paying. He's from a cocoa. You see, Ghana is blessed to have Akufo-Addo as president of this country when COVID hit.
Right.
Because if not that, 1 million cocoa farmers, you cannot even bail them out. If COVID had happened under Mahama, a lot of people would have died. 9 months workers were paying in this country, and they were not working, they were paid.
Okay. The chairman of Food, Agriculture and Cocoa Affairs Committee of Parliament,
yes,
Dr. Giselle.
Honorable Dr. Giselle.
Yeah, so he says cocoa producer price determination 2024-2025 to date. And if you look at the farmer's share, in 2024-2025, it was 32%, the farmer's share. 2025-2026, 70%. And 2025, current now, what they are giving the farmers, is 90%.
You see, it's not a percentage.
Okay.
The NDC government promised that they will ensure there will be a price stabilization fund that they will implement in 2025. So that when it goes up, they will still cushion the cocoa farmer.
When the price drops on the market.
Exactly, that is what they promised. And they promised 6,500. They didn't promise a percentage.
Another 7 minutes.
They didn't promise a percentage. They promised the Ghanaian farmer that they will pay them 6,500. They did not really mention any percentage. Again, they mentioned that they will do a stabilization fund. What happened to that stabilization fund?
Thank you very much. They will answer you.
Let me come in.
You're not coming.
Let me come in.
Why is he?
He's in government, so you come.
It was my thought that he would do it before I come to.
That's right.
I ask a lot of questions that you're also in government. You're also in government, so you.
It's okay.
You're also in government.
I take it willingly.
Let's move
you
on.
see, from where he's coming from, I'm very happy the chairperson sent those.
Very able person.
You see, last week I did some calculation here on the formula.
Yes.
When NDC was promising 6,500, they were justified at that time because it was $10,000 per ton. When you do the calculation, a bag was 9,062 cedis. Now, when you check 70% of 9,062 cedis, you get 6,343.
If they had done
wait. We
still have gotten the same amount.
Wait. 70% will be this, and then you pay 3,100.
Yes.
So it means that you divided the whole thing into 3. Government took 2 and gave 1 to the farmer.
That's the reason we're calling
you wait.
for you to pushing them.
Government is a continuous program. Take your time. Take your time. When you were speaking, we were all quiet.
Listen to you.
It is government of Ghana that
take your time.
So we are asking you to use that money.
Take your time.
Pushing them.
No.
Why are you jittering?
He said government of Ghana to.
Yes, government of Ghana. So pushing them.
2025, it dropped from 10,000 to 7,000.
And you didn't.
And then when you do the mathematics,
you didn't sell at that time.
Oh, take your time. When you do the mathematics, it was 4,812 per bag.
In 2025.
Yeah, last.
You said it dropped to how much?
From 10,000 to 7,000.
No, there was even 10,000 within 2025.
So
it actually moved from
it is 2025, 2024.
Yeah.
2024, 2025.
Yes. So and then 2025, 2026.
Yeah.
It dropped to 7,000.
7,200, yes.
Yes. When you do the mathematics, you get 4,812 per bag. See this?
Okay, so what I have here
now,
what I have here is 4,613.
4,613. Good.
Yes.
So you use this as
they use an exchange rate of
10. No problem. So 70% of that amount will give you 3,368. Now NDC paid 3,600. True of us? Two of us.
How many months? No, what I have here is 3,228.
3,000
for the 70% of yours.
Yes.
Good. And NDC paid how much?
They announced they didn't pay.
Please.
You see, they announced, but they didn't say. That's the reason there's an arrears.
Please.
The government, the money, the amount government paid was 3,228.
They top up to 3,600.
Okay, that was in because 2025, 2026 in August.
Yes,
it was 3,228.
That was when the NDC added 100 Ghana cedis.
That was in October. In October, it came to.
Even at the 100 Ghana cedi, you still cover the 70%.
So, which date is that?
You still cover the 70%.
Let him finish.
Are you getting it? In 2025 August, they still cover the 70% that they promised.
Yeah,
according to the world market price. And today is 4,000 something. Are you getting it? So when you do that one, 4,000 cedis, a bag will be 2,816. So if they are paying 2,500 and something, is it not 90%? Please stop this hypocrisy and then the lies. Now let's come to
the point he raised there. That if Cocoa Board had done forward sales, he could have taken
forward sales. I am coming. You have I joined
7,000.
I've joined it. I'm coming. Look, this syndication during MPP's time, they went for the syndicated loan. What did they use the money for?
In 2024, we didn't go for syndicated.
Please. So didn't you do it in 2023? When you got the money, what did you use the money for? It was unnecessary procurement. They shared the monies among themselves. Who are the people who were bringing the juice sacks into this country? Go and find out. The top people.
And is that a crime?
It's not a crime. And today, you are here crying loud for the farmer. Eh?
He asked you a question.
Wait.
Why didn't you do forward sales? That's a question he's asking you to answer.
When you are speaking and we keep quiet, it doesn't mean...
He asked you a question. This is not a monologue. He asked you a question. Why didn't you
allow him to speak?
You allow him to speak.
Development. Are you the one to tell me how to debate?
You know
you cannot teach me how to debate. Let me debate my own way.
You know what he's saying.
Are you getting it? So you squandered this money. Instead of using,
it has nothing to do with the program to problem.
Hard word.
You say?
If you say squander, squander means
if you give this unnecessary procurement to your people just to get money. I mean,
how does that affect the cocoa price today?
You import more than you need. So is it not unnecessary procurement?
That's
it's unnecessary.
That's squander there.
Squander means Are you getting it? So Me, I would advise government to go the Alan Chamantin's way. When you go into the GTP, Alan Chamantin stated clearly that this syndication, if he will even attempt, if he's given the opportunity, he will even attempt, he's not going for any foreign currency, either dollar or euro. If you want to give us money, give us in cedis. What we are paying you, we'll pay you in cedis.
We don't even do syndication.
But hold on.
Yes.
The president of today says, I won't even come to you at all.
I am coming there.
I am
coming there.
Hey, but it's 7 minutes you have.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
For 9 minutes.
Are you getting it?
Okay,
So if you are doing that, if we are doing it, if it's necessary for us to do syndication, we should not go for foreign currency. We should raise it in cedis. So when we are paying, we pay in cedis. That pressure will not be on us. Are you getting it? Because if you go for dollar and then dollar appreciates against your currency, you are in trouble. So let us raise money in this thing. Now, I was talking about what? COVID time. Do you remember the support that we got from World Bank, IMF, and other organizations? COVID support. COVID support alone could have changed this country.
How?
Billions of dollars.
How much?
Billions of dollars.
Which billions? These are the lies that you keep on peddling. We had $1 billion from IMF. And what compared to our GDP that we lost within the period, and you're talking about billions of dollars. We were supposed to take some taxes that didn't come.
Bank also supported us.
Around 300 million.
Oh,
this is it.
Look,
these are the lies you've been pursuing every day.
Let's go for Auditor General's report. It's captured there. Parliament, you have a hazard that captures there.
How much did we get compared to amount of money we're supposed to get?
And you think that's more money?
But compared to our GDP, the amount of money we're supposed to take.
You are not being fair to us.
That was not coming.
Only change the form.
You are entertaining.
You are not being fair. When you was talking,
what?
I was quiet.
Yes.
Because I want viewers to listen to what we are saying.
I'm trying to double check whatever you are saying. So you go ahead.
Yes.
Give him the time.
That's right.
No, he's finished.
No,
he hasn't. I'm giving him a minute more.
Look, syndication did not.
Hold on.
We'll give you time to.
Syndication did not end in 2024. That is a total lie. They were in arrears. And because of that, the companies decided not to give money upfront again until they supplied the bees.
Which company?
Huh?
Which company?
Where were you taking the bees to?
Banks.
Huh?
Consortium of banks, not company. So you're saying that you don't even understand this.
I don't know.
You see? I don't know. Do you give the bees? Do you give the bees to the bank?
Yes.
Do you give the bees to the bank?
It's a collection of.
What are you talking about? You talk as if you know everything.
We go to the banks to take it.
Then 333,000 tons, metric tons.
I'm giving you a minute to complete. Yeah.
We were in arrest of 333,000 metric tons. And you are saying what?
What was this?
You couldn't supply those things, and you think they will give you another money? They will not. So they were waiting that you clear those arrears. So you applied, they denied you.
That is
not that you did not take. Look, what you know, there was a banter between Bawumia and Brian Champon on this. Do you remember?
There was no banter.
Huh?
Which banter?
Say yes. Meanwhile,
Which banter? Which banter? You see,
you go to your verses.
So Kojo, all we are saying is that what President Mahama said, I am in full support of that. Let us try and process about 50% of the bees here. Then, when the world sees that, hey, they are not getting enough, they themselves will come out with a very good price. They will quadruple even the price and still will not give it to them.
Okay.
Once we have the capacity to add value to it, we're saying that by 2030, at least, if we can add value to our cocoa bees 100% here, I mean, we'll get money than what we are shipping out.
Thank you very much. But you see what Hopes was doing? Yeah. You intentionally bring Awal in and accuse me of not.
No. Awal was always jumping.
Awal is fan of
At the point he was Awal. I'm like,
no, come
Just say no and go and let it go.
Anyway,
Okay.
but I found this. This is by joeonline.com in 2021. The country will lose 18.9 billion cedis and 22 billion cedis in revenues this year. That's 2021 and 2022 respectively. So 2021 was 18.9 billion, 2022 was 22 billion. It says as a result of the impact of COVID-19
We lost a
on
lot
the
of
economy.
money. You're talking about
Last year, the nation also lost 10.4 billion cedis, that is 2020,
Exactly.
as revenue due to the coronavirus pandemic. Several subsectors of the economy witnessed significant reduction in their gross domestic product growth rate last year.
I was not talking about that too.
You said we got money, and I told you that we had a lot
The
of
support. The support.
Hold on.
I'm not
support.
talking
Is
about
not
revenue.
commensurate with our.
In Accra, they were feeding people.
hold on.
Do you believe that? They
Because
were feeding people.
you mentioned support.
Yes.
He mentioned what we lost. So I've checked the loss. I'm going to get the support as well. To aid the discussion.
Yes.
Don't worry at all. So, Doc,
And
you
even
can examine-
GRA came out that if import, they exceeded
don't do
their
that. Give me 2
target.
minutes. Oh.
True or false?
Don't give me 2 minutes.
I won't give you 2 minutes.
GRA exceeded their target at the port.
GRA had to review the amount of money they would take so they can exceed it. Because you see, if you're taking 1 billion and you know that this time around I'll not get 1 billion because there are no inflows, you can still target 10 million, 100,000 and still get 100,000, 112,000. That was what they did. They reviewed
It's
it.
not true. Were you the only person in this country? Were you the only person in this country?
Then you were not reading another time.
What are you talking about?
He's talking about that. He's talking about
I will find it and read it here.
I've given the time to Doc, please.
Just like you reviewing your GDP growth.
Yeah.
Could you, you see, it's okay. I just want to.
So, Doc, sorry.
All right.
This one, August, 27th August 2021, Ghana has received the equivalent of $1 billion from the IMF, being its share of the new special drawings right allocation to boost post-COVID-19 economic recovery of member countries. And then again, World Bank is providing $100 million to Ghana to assist the country in tracking the COVID-19 pandemic.
What about the
That is the only two support that.
Okay, that's what I've. Okay.
That's the only thing.
No, I'll go. I've seen.
You mentioned World Bank, you mentioned IMF, and I told you.
Is it not in billions?
That billion.
What point something is it not in billions?
1 year alone will consume everything. The $18 billion he mentioned
The
will
one
consume
you said your party
everything.
officials.
Hold on.
How much was it?
Please allow Doc to have
Billion
his time.
Ghana will consume everything.
Gentlemen, allow Doc to have his time. Doc.
Okay, so
the question has not been answered. We're asking
Yeah.
this new model of looking within to borrow. Will it end, farmers' rage? We want that an answer to that.
all right. So before I do that, let me just be quick about the data we're talking about. About the increases. All right. So in 2024 November, before the MPP left, the price of cocoa per 64 kilogram bag was 3,100
Before?
before the MPP left.
Okay.
Okay, so that was the November 8th.
at the
adjustment.
exchange rate of 17 cedi per dollar.
So the farmers were getting more money.
That's the ultimate thing.
And the
Yeah.
other part of economy was dying.
Oh yes, but you see, you realize that.
So you not allow him
realize
also
that-
speak.
Okay, so let me finish.
Why are you making it look like?
Then in August 7th, right, 2025, there was an increase of 128 cedis, 75 pesos. Okay, so which means that the NDC government, increased cocoa by 128.
The exchange rate of 10 point something.
Yes, which means that.
That's the real effort.
Okay. Then, in October 2025, that is October 3rd, an increase of 397 Ghana cedis again, which is close to 400 Ghana cedis. So, cocoa now moved to 3,625 per 64 kilo.
Percentage of the actual price.
You have not worked the percentage anyway.
70%.
The cocoa farmer is not interested in percentage.
So-
He's interested in how much he's getting.
So,
Guys, allow Doc to have his
yeah. So
in memory.
that was the additions. All right. So if you add the 128 to the 397, it means that there was a total of 525 Ghana cedis at the last cocoa season. All right, okay. So that's what it is. And that is the data for you. Okay. So could you back to your question?
Data, I could have loved that, like the actual price was 9,000. They were paid 3,100.
No one has that. The cocoa farmer in the village.
No. I want Doc to have.
So you are now teaching him how he shows up.
Because of the time, I don't want to go into all those calculations.
All of that.
Please go on.
Indicated there was an increase. At the point that even the
and that increase didn't even materialize. It was only announced.
Honorable, when we go into the dollar issue with regards to the increase, okay, I think that cocoa farmers listening to us will not be happy.
No, it's one of their sinking songs, but we are dealing with realities.
Yeah, so the reality is that so let me you go ahead with the question, but the reality is that, you know, when someone is getting 3,100 at an exchange rate of 17 Ghana cedis, or let's say even 14 Ghana cedis, okay, it means that the person is getting richer. All right. Then, if the person is getting 3,625 at a rate of 10 cedis, it also tells you that the person is becoming worse off.
No, depending on the other dynamics.
So
because you cannot pick a single variable and work with it.
So
you have to look at it holistically.
Cannot be worse off.
Yes.
No, but when you said.
No, I'm just
when you said that at the rate of 17 cedis.
The 25 can buy more cement than the 3,000.
Oh no, you do the calculation.
That's not correct.
You just do the calculation, because I don't want us to get into that. The moment you get into how much you are getting and how many bags of cement you are getting, it becomes too political, you know. But the point is this: when we talk about the ending of syndicated loans, you know, and then come back to Ghana to mobilize funds in cedis to finance cocoa purchases, I think that it is a step in the right direction. Earlier attempt has been made, but it failed. And
Which one?
I think somewhere in 2022.
No,
right?
It is 2024 and it didn't fail. We used just local money to buy. We didn't go for syndicated loan in 2024.
In 2024.
Yes, it did.
I am privy to the 2022.
No, I'm saying that for 2024 we did not go to the market to the syndicated market. We didn't go. But we were able to buy the cocoa at 3,100.
We couldn't go.
So
that's all.
The point is this: that for me, going into this model, okay, of self-financing, I think that it will be a good measure for us as a country. To be good for the cocoa farmer. It will be good for government and the health of our economy. But there are few things that probably we need to assert our minds, you know, of. The first has to do with the bond that the government, the finance minister, you know, has said that he's going to, you know, raise bonds, you know, from the bonds market. I don't know the extent to which our arrangement with IMF on bond issuing has gone, all right? But if there is an open door for us to use it, is it the case that the finance minister, you know, believes that public confidence in bonds will be back, all right? Because looking at how some of us suffered under the DDEP, it will take a lot more convincing, you know, for us to even come back to say that, yes, we are going to. Because initially we thought that bond is the safest for the average Ghanaian investor. Later did we know that even treasury bills may be more safer.
And a particular regime, don't worry.
Than. You see,
that's the windfall you are experiencing today. Because we took that bitter pill for the economy to be on a stable.
So, oh yes, I think that Awa is right. I mean, even the Bank of Ghana boss has said it.
Not like how?
That the DDEP was
the anchor
You were giving the big ass.
No, I'm going
you
there.
dug a pit and entered there. Now it's going to come out.
It is the anchor that we have today.
The man entered, to secure himself.
He entered.
And after the enemy has passed, he came out.
Who created that?
Awa entered for,
That is a horrible habit, and you don't.
But I think that what the bank, what the Bank of Ghana boss said is anything to go by, then I think that it is the DDP that equally contributed, to save Ghana,
from
a mess, right?
I think in one of the World IMF reports, when they came, they acknowledged the role of the previous government in the economic recovery.
That's how courtesy will always want you to do, even if you've done.
No, we did the one local one, and you came to complete the external DDP.
So, Kojo, in my submission, what I want us again to know, apart from, is that this model, if, experimented very well, if we write the model very well, taking all other factors into consideration, what it's going to do for us is that it is going to help us, to save our economy from payment of high interest rates.
Okay.
When we go for syndicated loans. Okay, because here, as Hobson said, you are picking Ghana cedis, to procure cocoa. And so even if you are paying interest, it wouldn't be as you would do when you use the dollar. And we know the volatility nature, of our forex market, right? So it will help us and save us from this exchange rate volatility and all that. Again, I think that we still have some outstanding debt, isn't it? With regards to debt servicing and all that.
Yeah, 32 billion.
Yeah, I think about around 32, 33 billion. And if we are able to do this and do it very well and not attach so much of political strings to it, and as the finance minister has said, he's taking this step as a measure to save money and to service that loan, then I think that again, it will help us. Usually what happens is this. I mean, they will talk nicely, but the implementation becomes a problem. All right. Now, when you have said it, now remember that this is an issue of accountability. All right. So when you have made such a promise, and now that Ghanaians are becoming more wiser with regards to political decisions, the gap between promises and delivery, has become very narrowed to the point that every time the Ghanaian voter may want to refer you to what you promised and what you have actually delivered. So when it gets to that point and you said that we are going to save money to pay for this outstanding debt, and at the end of the 4th year, you've not been able to do that, then of course, people will question you, all right? Now, you realize that the Ghanaian voter is more into, fulfillment of promises rather than just making mere, political, promises. So I believe that, yes, the model is good. What I expect from government is not to attach any political strings to it, and I don't see why anybody at all should be making politics out of it. To the best of my knowledge, there are media people in the cocoa farming business.
Oh, yes.
There are big-time politicians in both NDC and MPP who are into the cocoa business. Dozens of lecturers in the cocoa business, and even teachers, SHS and JHS teachers, all right? And then the uneducated as well, people who have, all their lives, develop a career in the cocoa industry, all right? Now, when it gets to this point where, people livelihood
So be wrapping up for me. Let me bring it.
are being taken off, then a lot of questions will be asked. And remember that I think about give the population 1 million.
Yes, 1 million people are engaged in cocoa directly. Yes.
Cocoa farming. So their livelihood depend on the proceeds from cocoa. What I want to say is that that is their salary.
Yes.
That is their salary. So if somebody is getting, let's say, 50 bags of cocoa in a year, that is going to be divided by 12, and the proceeds is also equally going to be divided by 12. Just as every month government will pay a lecturer, right? What it means is that at the end of the day, when the person is doing his or her calculation, forecasting comes in. Government says, I'm going to pay you 2,600 and that. Okay. So that becomes your calculation. If tomorrow or next month, government comes back and says that I can now pay you 1,800, that is a loss.
Yeah.
A big loss. And that is why my people keep calling me from Asante Achime Kutiase.
Yeah.
They keep calling that, dog, anytime you see...
Tell him to pay a Kufado amount. That's what they tell you.
Yes, in fact, they have hit me on that call on about 3 occasions. All right. And I've tried to explain that, look, probably it is because government doesn't want to...
Anything.
Oh, no.
The thing is that
The farmer is a reasonable.
I was in Asante Achim South. I was
You went to instigate.
Instigate what?
You went to.
Well, let me finish.
They were
My
mobilizing
brother.
You went to.
Awa is my
Sunday,
brother.
I was at Asante Achim South.
Awa stayed in my place for some time. You know, Asante Achime
Now you went there to mobilize the food soldiers.
He stayed there for some time. So, you just allow me. I understand what you are feeling. But you see, when you have your own people calling you and making certain demands, okay, all that you can do is probably explain to them based on the information that you also have. You understand? Now, the point is that they feel that, yes, government has actually shortchanged them. And I was surprised that one of them, that I don't know, he didn't even move to the secondary school level. He just completed Class 7 those days, Form 4. He was now telling me about 307 cedis difference between what they are getting and what Cote d'Ivoire is giving to cocoa farmers.
Right. And now Cote d'Ivoire has made it 360.
3,500.
Yes. So it suggests to us that, look, you probably may take the cocoa farmer for granted, but the cocoa farmer knows things that you, the politician,
Nobody.
It doesn't know the wet market.
Oh, no.
It doesn't know the wet
Oh, no, but that one is just...
Yes, by the way.
He's not interested in the world market because the government can take 50%, 60%
So
without
for
seeing
me,
anything.
I think that, you see...
Bail them out.
Yes, we have a debt.
Gold is doing well.
But for a period of, say, 6 months, government could have taken that, okay, and probably added it to the stock of debt that we have.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
But gold is doing well.
Because you see,
gold is at the highest peak. 5,000.
In marketing.
Cocoa farms
in marketing.
We're telling them to do that.
That's what you are doing.
If the dog doesn't land, I won't come to you.
Why would
No, but
let's finish this one. In marketing, we talk about business portfolios. So we have different portfolios, and government, manages the Ghanaian different portfolios in Ghana. So probably incurring losses in cocoa and making gains in gold, you could use it to manage the proceeds from gold to take care of the shocks in cocoa.
Okay.
So that within this short period of, let's say, 6 months, all right, you could deal with them. And then, oh yes, Honorable, that's the truth.
And you still need growth.
Oh yes, but not when people are hitting hard at you. I understand that government should take that strong step, okay, be very much decisive, take this bold initiative, to release itself from the circles of, adding up to, its depth, all right, so that if you are not careful, you get inflation, climbing up,
okay.
and all that. Okay.
Thank you very much. So
but I think that
the farmers out.
Exactly, you should have built them out.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
So 10 minutes.
With I mean, from where you ended, with the boom in gold, why was it difficult for government to have built the farmers out?
Once again, all of us on this table have agreed. We can be surface dressing the issue, knowing very well that we are dealing with the symptoms rather than the real problem. All of us here, and I watch your channel so much to the extent that I think last week you brought in one fine gentleman, Nana.
Yes.
Eduna the second.
Yeah.
He gave a historical background.
Yes.
This is an 80-year problem that is further aggravated within 2017 to 2024. We all know that. That's what happened. Because we are told, have you contested the fact that 2016 you were left with what? A positive outlook in terms of what? Equity?
No.
Did you contest that?
No, we contested because you went for a loan of 1.8 billion.
Did you
when we took over, you didn't buy the cocoa, but we did not also have any money.
Did you have?
You've spent everything in 2017. This is the fact.
Did you have equity, a positive equity of what? 1.8 billion? Did you have that?
No. What happened was that we met 300,000 beans of cocoa that was not purchased.
Is it still contestable that you left a debt of about 2.91 billion?
Is it also true that before you came
contestable that as we are even have a large stock of what? A jute sacks. Year on year, you are still using $48 million to buy.
It has nothing to do with what we are facing today.
We are talking about recklessness.
It has nothing to do with the price today.
Allow him to stand.
It has everything with it because you told us here that leadership
will help you. No, where is the stabilization fund?
You told us that leadership is everything. And once we've seen recklessness in your part, we should be able to say that as itself. I think that you made a point here. Quite subtly, because they're saying that the funniest thing is the salary cuts. Though that salary cut was a proposal from Nana Eduna. No, he made a proposal and saying that it is the minority
in Parliament on the day of the. Go and check. We said they should do it in commensurate.
No, I am.
We did the press conference.
I am quoting Nana is saying that.
I watched that.
Yes, how that it appears that it is only the farmer that is going to suffer this cut.
Yes.
Why is it that some other stakeholders and other players, that the transporters, those who are into the pitches and all that, why is it that they are not even the staff?
Yeah.
He made that point categorically.
Yeah.
And I do believe that it is based on that call that they think that no, to tell people that we are in a situation and we want to come out of it together, let's all sacrifice. That came with the 20% cut. But the president
20% for about 10 people.
It does,
10% for about 40 people.
There's an action.
How is that?
There's an action. A call was made.
50 people.
A call was made.
Everyone.
A call was made and the response was given.
Awal.
A call was made and the response was given. Awal. And that's what I'm pointing out. But the most important thing is that I think that the president made a call saying that we will stop from going to foreign markets for any support. We will raise the domestic bonds. I think the call is even much important because of the vision. The vision is that we have the capacity to be able to turn 1,000 tons of cocoa into processed goods. Is that not it? That will add value to what we are producing. But because we go and tie ourselves against this kind of loans, even when we have the capacity, we have to still carry to the people to pay. And we all know that. And clearly today, the whole African continent is singing a song that we think that we have African Continental Free Trade area, that we think that instead of trading among just 32 million people, is it possible for us 54, 55 countries come together and trade among 1.3 billion people? Yeah. So by so doing, Africa shouldn't be quick to be exporting raw materials out of the continent.
Thanks to Akufo-Addo.
Let's begin to look at how we are adding value to what we have. And I think that's the call of the president. Because we are having a bigger picture. Because if we have a situation and the cocoa farmer appreciates that, the same as the maize farmer in Sisala East, The same as the maize farmer in a area.
Suffering than any other person.
But no, this time you all know that we have an issue.
From 900 to 200 and they're not getting biased.
No, we are talking about a community.
Salah people are really suffering.
No, everybody's suffering.
I'm telling you. Yes.
Yes, because it's a commodity price.
900 to 200 and they're not getting biased.
Allow him to flow.
Let me tell you, the farmer there is reasonable. The farmer knows that as you are fighting to bring prices, if you are able to bring down the cost of doing farming, it will also help. The farmer, let me tell you,
importation of maize is the problem that we are facing in this country. So the one that we import is cheaper than the one we produce in Sisala. That is the problem.
No, then the problem is you.
I'm saying that the problem is that you gave a lot of people to import maize, and the maize is now cheaper than what we produce in Sisala, and that's the problem.
The Minister of Agri came to Parliament with a document from you that through the dry spell support, you got $81 million. $76 million was used to import maize. Is that what you are talking about?
That's saying that
you are talking about.
In the last 1 year, the number of people you have given licenses to import maize is the reason we're where we are today.
No wonder when the support was coming, they didn't pick maize from Tumu. They brought maize from Accra to come and support the farmer in Tumu. That's the challenge. You created this problem, and now you are.
So what did you do? You further gave licenses to people to import maize, and that is the problem. That they do not buy the one from. I'm giving you.
I am giving you figures.
It's Awad the host.
Yes, I'm giving you figures.
Are you the host?
The people of Sisala are suffering.
Are you the host?
Because the government has given people.
Is actually angry with you because you caused that problem.
So how did I cause
you caused that problem?
Hold on.
The harvest was last year when you were in government.
Hold on.
This harvest was last year when you were in government.
You brought in the things.
What did you do?
They maize.
I think we are making the problem.
Do you know Sisala?
You are diverting the discussion.
He brought maize.
No, I am just telling you like commodity prices.
As for maize,
yes,
I have interest in it. We'll have time to discuss that.
Of course.
Today. Yes. But when it comes to the importation,
yes, you are.
I want to beg you
next week.
Maize
we'll have
let's have more time.
We'll bring the people who have imported maize in this country that has created the problem.
When I know Thursday he'll be here. When he comes, the first thing is to play emotions of people.
Which emotions?
Which friend?
It's emotions.
You have preempted. I'm saying that I'm coming with a litany. I'm coming with a litany of people who were given licenses to import maize. And that's the problem we're having today.
Hold on.
You caused it. I gave you figures.
Hold on.
You took our money and brought him to benefit you. That's what you did.
2 years ago.
You said 2 years ago.
But the harvest is last year.
You are not being fair to us.
I'm being very fair to you.
You are not being fair to us.
See, when it comes,
we are quiet.
No. See,
maize.
Why? It's a one special.
No.
Oh, look at. Am I the one?
What is the
issue?
He brought in maize.
You have
brought in maize. And I'm telling you the problem.
They caused that problem.
Which problem?
So we'll
They caused the problem.
We'll have time to discuss that.
When they come and say,
so go back to the cocoa and tell us.
Make it look like they care for the people. All you are talking is just politics.
But talk about the maize farmer in Afijase and
we are being told that.
Yes. About the place.
I think you mentioned
that's why I'm.
that Cocoa Board management say they are taking 20% reduction.
Exactly.
And then senior staff are also taking 10%.
Yes.
To address liquidity challenges.
Do you know we have a statement?
They are not up to.
You know we have a statement in this country that if you say we should tighten our back, they are saying that the politicians don't even have.
They are not up to 100.
There's a statement like that. Now they are giving an example of leadership.
Management is not.
If we are not up to, if this is the situation, we are all prepared to go into. But we have a challenge that is about 79, 80 years old. How do we hold the bull by the horn and deal with it?
Why can't you bail them out?
But who told you that? When you are talking, you are just looking at the simplistic way of
bail the Cote d'Ivoire is bailing them out.
Cote d'Ivoire is high.
Yes, because they are maintaining 3,500.
The issue about smuggling, people smuggling things.
Cote d'Ivoire is bailing them out because they are saying that they should buy it at 3,500
at the time.
Now I'm talking about today.
Please, can you cut out?
I've seen that they were carrying marks to people and talking to them about this exchange rate and all those conversations. They are just so simplistic, and I wonder those who were in the help of affairs of this country.
It got you to come out to explain to the cocoa farmers.
Yes, that's what we're doing. Yes. And the cocoa farmer, thankfully, is even though can be angry with this, understands issues.
Hey.
All they need is for a candid leader that will be able to tell the truth. We don't want that kind of leadership.
With the recent announcement of Ivory Coast to keep theirs at 3,600, don't you think that it would
No, you know,
get the
before we
farmer to be asking
had that challenge even before, not now. There was a time that they even priced the cocoa more higher than us, and that people really, connected that to what the smuggling that is going on there. At the point we were even forced as a people to also increase the price of our cocoa. It happened before, not today. And like
That's under Akufo-Addo. Just to tell you that it's sensitive.
Hold on.
It's sensitive.
Hold on. I'm asking.
You people, sometimes when you talk, we refer to you because anything that is good, you go in. It's just like anything that is good, Bamia brought it. When it's bad, Bamia wasn't part.
We've cut it. Listen.
When I say Akufo-Addo,
so, and I'm asking, I mean, those days you allude to the fact that their price was higher than ours. It led to smuggling.
Yes.
And I'm asking, once they have announced that they are keeping theirs at 3,600, and ours is 2,500.
Yes.
Won't it then enhance or increase?
That is the point. So the first point is about payment. That we think so the Minister of Finance issued a statement that they should be paid. The next step is how are we making sure that our people do not smuggle? What measure are we taking? Are you getting it? So there are phases of decisions that people have to take. But the first and foremost thing is that even the money that you are owing, if you've not paid them, take first step and make sure that they are paid. That's first and foremost.
how do you pay them?
I bet
Cocoa board that doesn't have money.
Are you Cocoa board?
Yes, because you see,
you created that hole there. You created that hole there, and now you are blaming somebody for not paying.
President directed finance minister to pay.
He is supposed to. He said Cocoa board should find money. When you listen to him, he said Cocoa board should.
He directed finance minister.
You created that hole
his
there.
office.
You created that. You created a mess of us.
I'll come to you. So don't worry. Everybody will have your time.
Every sphere of this country, you created a mess for us, and today you are here talking as if you are the one who cares.
But if you say they created a mess,
yes,
then I want to ask a question.
Please do.
That in truth,
not the question that I would like.
No. In 2025,
yes,
we didn't hear what we're hearing today.
Like how?
As when you took challenges about not being able to pay the farmers. Is in 2026 we are hearing.
No, but the point is that...
So why is it they are doing still?
It's year running. And 2025, when we took over, I am sure you are aware that Randy Abe and his team went round all the cocoa centers. They have discussed, they've laid bare the challenges being faced. They've laid bare the challenges. And I am sure that they know we'll face with this.
No, but my question is that in 2025,
yes,
you paid farmers, not so.
Yeah, they did.
We bought farmers and we paid.
Okay.
In 2026, you're having difficulties. But you still say it is them. That's why I want to get education.
No, but the point is that the fact that they paid farmers in 2025 does not make it look as if the problem created is not existent. Okay. Yes, because you can take a step, a measure to pay today, but tomorrow, because you have a bigger problem, if you continue in that same tangent, you even collapse the whole system. It's a possibility.
Okay.
So one cannot run away from the fact that a problem has been created, clearly. And we all do agree. That's what I said, that those data given out there is highly uncontestable. We all agree that we have a challenge. We all agree that yes. And now even they are saying that doing business in Ghana is becoming expensive because we have an artificial way of what we've demonstrated artificially that our city is strong.
Yes, that's true.
So before
affected your export.
I mean, I am telling you, when you were even having a 70 cedi per dollar. Was this country at its best?
Yes, export
was this country at its best? A lot of sectors of this country went down to the extent that people were even in total hardship. Businesses were almost collapsing. So you see, it's a balance. You cannot say that just was. So when I hear people who are supposed to know much more, people would respect so high that when they make this comment, they make it look as if it's just a one variable issue that is holding it. No. Every government would try to create a fine balance. When we started this, there was a time where, during President Kufuor's time, when they said the dollar was even equal to a cedi. Is that not it? We went up to 120 pesos. When we were leaving power in 2016, it was 4 cedi, 20 pesos. 4 cedi, 20 pesos. Fast forward, we took it at almost our 17 cedi, but he said he won't agree that it was 15 cedi. It was 15.5.
14.7.
You see? Now he's going for interbank race. When I'm talking to him now, he'll go to the Abochi rate. You see that's what he does.
Thank you very much. I'll just give 2 minutes each.
Yes, so at that point, we all do agree that yes, we have an 80-year-old problem. That quote and unquote has been aggravated with the last 8 years that we suffered under their hands. And we think that Ghanaians should let us come together and be able to see how are we taking the full benefit of what? The raw material that we have. And we all agree that, yes, cocoa is one of the most a commodity that has been exported and supported the economy of this country. When we are able to add value to it, I am sure we won't be here biting the Swiss biscuit, a chocolate, in the name of Ghanaian cocoa. Are you getting it? So let's do it and add value, and we can get the full benefits, and the farmer will get much more even than what they are getting today. Thankfully, the 70% promise is being hit. Only that in terms of nominal figures, that is what is less. But the target has been hit as compared to you when you're giving the 32% instead of the amount.
All right. 2 minutes.
Brace. In October 3, they announced that they have increased it to 3,600.
Had already sold, yes.
By November, the cocoa farmer sent the cocoa beans to the purchasing clerk and has not been paid up to today. So that's why I told you that even the increment by the NDC government exists in name and not in actual, it's not really on the ground.
They'll still pay.
Oh, okay.
They'll pay them.
I'm coming.
Somebody just said me that the student you were referring to, Tesco student who visited Afenyo, they are politicians like.
Oh, so you admit that there is a student somewhere who has said that some of his colleagues couldn't come. You see, the facts suggest.
Tesco students,
politicians, you are training
this
the wrong.
has been corroborated by the facts because
Tesco students.
Don't say
this has been corroborated by the facts because when you did the announcement in October that you have increased it to 3,600, by November you stopped paying them and they have not been paid up to today. So that announcement exists in name and not necessarily on the grounds. I was in Asante Achim South 3 days ago, and they were even talking about the 3,100 because that is what they know. That was what was bought in 2025 when even NDC government came to power. What Akufo-Addo bequeathed to them. And that was what they were saying. That's the reason they said, move it back to where Akufo-Addo left it off. Because they didn't even enjoy the 3,600. Because you announce it, within 1 month, you stop buying. And that is the problem. And again, you see, the students that are talking about their parents were not able to meet their school fees and so on, they are right. Because in November, you couldn't pay them up to today. Are there arrears? Yes, there are arrears of 3 months. Have they been paid? No. When will they be paid? They do not know, because the finance minister, who is supposed to be in charge of Cocoa Board, is saying that Cocoa Board should go and find money. When he is supposed to really release the money to Cocoa Board so that Cocoa Board will be able to do that. But he said Cocoa Board should go and find money. Where will they find the money? That's why I'm saying that as I speak right now, the farmers have not been paid. Even as of today, they have not been paid.
Statement that should be paid.
You understand?
Why are you making it look as if
but this about a week. Their beans has been there for the last 3 months. And the finance minister has come and said, pay them, and he said the 2,500 begins that day.
Okay, thank you.
On the day of the... So what we are only saying is that the government, if the government is able to absorb and tell us that he...
don't listen to us.
No, I'm saying that if the government is telling us that the economy is doing well, gold is doing so well, in order to not the cocoa farmer give his cocoa farm to the gold to the galamsey, it's better
they are patriots.
You bail them out, because if you bail them out, it's just within 6 months.
Thank you, I'm grateful.
Then they will be able to really have.
I'm grateful. Let me bring in Hobson.
Thank you.
Hobson, so with the challenge we have now, Cote d'Ivoire also pricing a certain amount, which means that our farmers would probably keep an eye on it. Already when their price was announced, some farmers were threatening of selling their farms to galamseyers. What must government do now? Could government then come in with a certain bailout policy, or you think it should stay where it is and educate the farmers because the world market price isn't doing well?
No, I think we are not in a permanent situation. I know this is temporary. Before Cote d'Ivoire raised their price, Ghana's price was higher than Cote d'Ivoire. They did not bring it.
17 cedis. That was the difference.
And you think it doesn't mean anything?
Yeah, he cannot, because you transport it. So that's the reason it's not an incentive for them to.
You see?
Align.
Some of these things are not good. Are you getting it? Any statement that you come in, stop it. It's not good at all. So I know maybe a time will come.
I'm only telling you. Give him that space. Facts. Don't worry. The viewer who's watching will make the judgment. So please.
If you are higher than them 17, is it not higher?
It's higher.
It is.
So what is the fact and what are you talking about?
Wow.
You think well, don't let that baumialistic spirit enter you.
Hey.
Here in the case, we can't even trust their quotation.
Don't go and say Psalm 23.
We can't trust their quotation.
We are talking about
we can't trust their quotation.
We are talking about
you. I thought you were just.
I was managing.
Don't learn from Hobson Adoyo.
Now,
don't learn from
now. Am I the one interjecting him or is Honorable interjecting? Right? Am I the one interjecting him?
That's why I said to myself, because Hobson loves you to interject him.
Yes, so, but he will always complain.
How?
You bring him.
How?
Look at last week and this week.
When I spoke,
Hobson has been very calm.
Yeah, very calm.
Because the stories don't go in his favor.
Do you know why?
Why wouldn't he become? The stories don't go in his favor.
I want viewers to listen to all of us.
Yes.
So that they can make decisions.
Yeah.
That's why when he's speaking, I keep quiet. Not that if I decide to interject you,
yes,
I mean you will cry here. So, like I was saying, it's temporary. I know with time, once this signal is going out that Ghana is going to process about 50% of the beans, I know the international market too will be thinking fast to make sure they will increase the prices again.
Okay.
Once they do that, I know government will do it.
Come back.
You see, when we go by the current 4,100 this is world market price, ideally, when you are paying 70% of it, like cocoa farmers should be paid 1,971 if you are going by the 70%. But this is a government who decided to give out 90%.
90%.
Yeah.
Are you getting it? So,
no, but the question is, your neighboring country is doing more.
No, but
because they are bailing them out. They
also look at it and do more, or you feel that this is okay.
No,
when we were doing more, what were they saying?
They were still.
Were they coming here?
It was almost the same.
We are building a country.
Let's see.
When you go for bailout,
that's more than 1,000.
You see,
that's the difference.
You see,
1,000.
Kojo, when we go for bailout, you know we are piling debt. That will be an albatross on our necks. Are you getting it? So let's face the reality and then go by that. Look, 2022 or so, President Akufo-Addo said because of hardship and other things, high level of inflation, this and that, he's cutting down his pay by 30% or so, together with appointees. How many were they? As compared to the, let's say 500,000 workers in this country. Did he cut every worker?
Cocoa board, it's senior management. They are not up to 100 people. So
you allow him to make it public.
So Akufo-Addo and the minister, how many were they? How many were they?
You said 125 million. You're asking how many are they? You mentioned 125.
No, hold on a while. You're wrapping up for me. Oh, please allow him to wrap up so I can make progress. Yeah, wrap up for me.
I will do something intentionally, and he may decide not to come to the show again.
I'm telling you, you can't do anything.
You wait. You wait.
Maybe you will not come back here again.
You wait.
Hobson.
You see?
Wrap up.
So let us cooperate with government to make sure we run a country that will.
Okay.
We should not just say because of that. Look, for all you know, maybe you have some cocoa somewhere, I don't know. Maybe Doc may have cocoa farm that I don't know. But Doc is a lecturer. He receives monthly salary. Cocoa is the second thing that you'll be getting. So if the prices come down, it doesn't mean that Doc will not eat at all. But, you know, cocoa farmers were using their income to do properties,
Okay.
burden and other things today. Let's do the price comparison and see that who can build faster. Maybe down and then
grateful.
some years back.
Thank you.
Are you getting it?
Okay. Let me bring in Doc. Doc, 2 minutes. We need to wrap up.
Could you, I think that it's been a fruitful discussion, and I feel beyond other things, decisions that a leader fails to take becomes quite expensive, okay, when it is not taken at the right time. I'm talking about why Cocoa Board refused to sell some 50,000 metric tons of cocoa beans, kept it at Tema when they saw the price dropping from 7,200 coming down. Why Cocoa Board refused to buy the cocoa beans which were sitting in sheds, all right, and taking advantage of the world market price at 7,200 or 6,500 or even $6,000 to, as it were, make some money rather than sit down for price to get to $4,100. I feel that future decisions should be relative to time, and right decisions should be taken at the right time. Okay. And you see, we know again that this decision that was taken to increase cocoa to about 3,600 Ghana cedis was strategic, especially when you look at the world rankings. Cote d'Ivoire, I think Ghana, and some South American countries. All right. At a point in time, the volumes Ghana was doing was less. Why? Because a chunk of cocoa beans were smuggled across, our borders to Cote d'Ivoire, specifically the Bunahafo regions and then the Western North regions. Now, at that time, the difference in price between Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire was 400. 400. Now it is 1,013 Ghana cedis. Is it not going to be an incentive for people within these two regions where, greater percentage of our cocoa production is coming from to probably move it in there? We need to find a way to curtail it beyond the financial, benefits. It will not be good if we don't hit the 1 million tons, target. It will not be good for our economy.
Okay. All right.
So, if government can deploy military men along the borders, I think growing up, my stepfather was a military person, border guide.
Okay. The 2 minutes I gave you.
So let me land.
Land for me. Let me come to.
So I think that if government can deploy some of these border guides, okay, to mine our borders, to prevent smuggling.
So they should pay them, that's all, so that they don't need to spend. You still have to spend in sending the military there. I've made that point. I've made that point. Sending the military there. I've made that point.
No, just 5 seconds.
You are giving him
Please.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm just reading something. Former Member of Parliament, Honorable Kwame Asafaji, sent this. Wasi Cocoa Board in Ghana provide free fertilizer, free cocoa spraying, pruning, and other extension services to our farmers for free. In Cote d'Ivoire, it's not like that. The Cote d'Ivoire government asks LBCs to pay something to farmers which the LBCs are not able to do because of
So you see the point.
transportation and other things.
Yeah.
Are you getting
So
it?
you see the point.
But hold on. On that point, who mentioned Nana Aduna? You mentioned him.
No, I
Yes,
made the point. I made the point. No, I made the point.
Accept you mentioned him. He's asking you a question.
I made the point.
You reference.
He says that these ones are all being paid
So
for
keep
by
quiet
the
and
farmer.
let's see.
Let's move. It's fine. He says all these things, these free fertilizer and
No, I
are
am
being paid
saying
for by
that
the
the
farmer.
focus, I made the point here that the focus of the farmer is to make sure that we have cost of production to come quite low. Is that not it? So once government is aiding farmers in this direction, it goes to help. And clearly, all of us know that we cannot sit down here and pretend that we are not facing a challenge, a close to 8 decades challenge at the cocoa sector. How do we come out of it as a country? If the leadership is bold and now taking a step, I think that we should all come together and support. It is not time for us to instigate people against the government. It's not time for us to instigate, because sometimes good decisions that will save this country will come with some pinch of what?
A pinch of salt.
The economy is doing well. Build them out.
That's why.
all.
That's even why
Build them
we are
out.
able to do this. Those days, if
Allah.
we are able to do this. That's why we are able to do this, because at a point when your economy was even comatose.
I come from a cocoa growing area,
you brought
and I know the hardship people are going through right
What
now.
are you talking about? What are you talking about? Awa? You see, it is.
Even your maize people ask for things.
Awa,
It's going
keep
back to
quiet.
You understand?
Finish, keep
That's
quiet.
a simplistic comment again. You get it?
The maize
The
people
way
are
you have been,
suffering.
you don't like them. You are only thinking that it will not to your political benefit. It doesn't mean that you like them one bit. You don't like them one bit.
I'm a farmer myself.
No,
Why wouldn't
I am a farmer of 200 acres farm. Are you getting it? You don't like them. You are only whipping sentiment for political benefit.
No, not that.
Unfortunately, your verses will be wrong. Unfortunately, your verses will be wrong.
23 will be wrong.
It will be very wrong. Unfortunately.
This one says, Kojo,
Unfortunately, your verses will be wrong.
Kojo, Cocobot's problems is largely, Cocobot's problem is largely predicated on the artificial management of the dollar. Oh, really?
Yes.
In fact, many other agro-exporting
that's what
companies
the
are also
South
feeling the
African-
pressure. We are here. We are watching. Anyway, greetings to Awal and Hobson. I suspect Hobson's job as director of field operations of UP Plus is to constantly attack the MPPO, really, and praise the NDC, even though they want to win 2028. Amazing convictions. Mancha Bruce II, Takrade.
If
Bruce, right?
if Alan should give me
Mancha Bruce
that
is
opportunity,
friend,
like I'll be happy that I should constantly attack MPP. Like
But
I'll
that's
be
what
very
you
happy.
do.
Okay, all right.
That's your stock in trade.
Today Hobson Adoya didn't come with his calculator.
Yeah.
When you use propaganda to win elections, cocoa price will expose you. Hobson Adoya, President Mahama and the NDC should pay the farmers their 6,500 cedis. For the first time,
they are in
cocoa farmers will go on demonstration.
Oh,
That's what-
yeah.
Yeah,
MPP
That's why you were
demonstration.
roaming.
MPP
That's why you were
demonstration.
roaming. That's MPP.
A friend of
why
mine-
you didn't
go to
a
Western,
friend of-
but I'm told they are doing it in the
a
West.
friend of mine who is watching us in Miocho, the Central University campus,
Yeah.
says his husband is celebrating his birthday today.
Okay.
Ransford Tete Ado is in Canada. Says, tell him Linda loves him so much.
Wow.
All right.
Tell Mancha Bruce that I'll be coming to Takrade.
And I'm
They
told
should
that,
prepare.
I'm told our head of sales and marketing here, general manager in charge of sales and marketing here at Multimedia, Max Fugger, is celebrating his birthday today as well.
Oh, I see.
And Max is a very
Happy
fantastic,
birthday.
Happy
Human being.
birthday.
I've heard his name over the time.
But you know what?
I don't know him in
I
person.
want you to watch this. This is a story that was brought to my attention some days ago. And Vida Kweku, he's got Vida Kweku, and we're told his world is slowly fading into darkness and silence. The 42-year-old seamstress who is in Otopo, a quiet farming community in the Hunter West municipality, is battling for her life after being diagnosed with brain tumor. Her family now has just weeks to raise 70,000 Ghana cedis for a life-saving surgery or risk losing her entirely. Joy News says, okay, so I went to put up this story, myself and Timamando. Watch this.
Oh, Jesus. Have mercy on me and my daughter. If you don't help us, I will die leaving her behind.
That is the desperate cry of Auntie Theresa, a petty trader in Hotopo, whose life has been turned upside down by her daughter's illness. Her daughter, Vida Kweku, was once an active seamstress, earning a living and supporting herself. Today, she can barely see or hear, both senses severely affected by tumors in her brain. Speaking to Joy News, Vida recounts how her ordeal began and the fear that gripped her when hospital tests confirmed her worst suspicions.
Hospital, the captain doctor, bank,
At the eye clinic, the doctor said it has been with me for a very long time, so it has generated into tumors, so I shouldn't be in the sun with this condition. It is a reason after exposing myself to the sun for a long time that I'm now suffering this condition.
For more than a year now, Vida says her mother has become her entire support system, helping her eat, move, and even attend to nature's call.
Even when I have to eat, she has to wash my hand, put my food in front of me, and put my hand in it for me to eat. If I have to bath, she takes me to the bathroom and puts the sponge in my hand. So I bath. And when I have to attend to nature's call, she has to lead me there. So if you are able to help get the surgery done for me to see again, please help me so I can see again. Please. They are demanding a huge sum of money that my mother cannot raise. So please, if you can help me raise it, I'll be really grateful. I'm pleading with you.
For Auntie Theresa, the diagnosis marked the moment her world collapsed. She says the thought of losing her daughter is unbearable.
From the beginning, they said they wanted 200,000 cedis for the surgery. Immediately, I started rolling on the ground because there is no way that I was going to be able to raise the money. The doctor said my daughter has brought rich people's illness to the house. Then they later gave me a bill of 70,000 cedis to help take care of the tumors.
Doctors say time is running out for Vida. Without surgery in the next 2 months, she risks permanent loss of sight and hearing or death.
They gave me 3 months. Last Tuesday was a month, so we are left with only 2 months to get the surgery done. They warned that if it is not done within the time, I shouldn't bring her there again, because she may die. And indeed, without me being with her, I'm sure she would have died by now since we came home.
Now, the elderly trader is appealing to benevolent individuals, organizations, and philanthropists to help save her daughter's life.
I don't have anyone I can go to, so loved ones. Please consider myself and my daughter and help us raise the needed amount for her surgery. And I'll forever be grateful to any helper for stepping in. Please help us. If you can hear me, please help. I'm on bended knees begging. Here are my documents from the hospital. Please help me raise the 70,000 to save my daughter's life.
Vida Kweku is living on the edge of hope. It is either the 70,000 cedis needed for surgery is raised, or she lives the rest of her life in darkness and silence. Who will come to her rescue remains the haunting question on her mind, and that of her mother. For Joy News, Samuel Kojo Brace and Jemima Ando reporting from Hotopo in the Hunter West municipality of the Western region. So that's rather a quick story, and the story brought me to tears when we were doing the story. I think I can only give you 30 seconds each if you want to say something on it briefly, and then we can go.
Yeah, this is quite sad. Quite sad. Well, we know the biggest enemy we have is not ourselves, it's sickness. And until you are in such condition, you won't understand. I will want to say that, well, this is a good call, and let's see how together we can support her, save her life. At this point, she's helpless. It is us who can help solve the problem. Thankfully, there's a way, and the only blockage is now about finance. I think we can all come together and see how to support her.
Okay, thank you. Doc, I don't know if you have...
Yeah, so I think that people have seen it, and we would plead with all well-meaning Ghanaians, to help. I mean, helping to save a soul, is the best thing that you can ever, the best gift that you can ever give. So please, Ghanaians, those who are viewing this documentary this morning, help this poor woman and her family to come out of the situation.
Thank you. Hobson.
Yeah, we'll just appeal to those watching to help. I know 70,000 is a lot of money, but it's something that one person can just
give out.
We are pleading. The number is not on it yet, but you can call Joy FM, Joy News, and then they may direct.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do. For me, when I see stories like this,
touches you.
It breaks me. So the moment I get home, I'll discuss with my wife and see how best we can also help.
Mention her name. Okay. All right. You mentioned her name, man.
Oh,
anyway.
My wife? Everybody knows her.
Oh, yeah. We just want you to reiterate it, that's all.
That's Empress Gifty.
Empress Gifty. That's all.
And then last Thursday too, my second born, Georgette, graduated from University of Ghana. I want to take this opportunity to...
Congratulations to her.
Fortunately, she has also been given the opportunity as a TA.
Okay. Oh, okay.
At the school.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm just hearing that someone from government says he would also help out on the young ladies' surgery.
That's right.
Happy birthday to you, Betty Barnum Kwao, CBG Bank.